Hi kids, you're welcome to Religious Studies class with Mr. Caleb Obi. In today's lesson, you will be learning Jesus overcomes disease and death. Jesus went about doing good, healing all that were diseased and oppressed. He healed several kinds of sicknesses. Let's talk about Jesus heals a paralytic man. One day, while Jesus was teaching, a large number of people came around him to listen to him. While he was in the house teaching, some men brought in their friend who was paralyzed. But because the crowd was so large, they couldn't go through the crowd to meet Jesus. They climbed to the top of the roof and lowered him through the roof into the middle of the crowd, right in front of Jesus Christ. When Jesus saw their faith, he said to the man, "Your sins are forgiven you." Right away, the man got up and took his mat and went home, and he was rejoicing and praising God. Jesus heals Jairus' daughter. There was a man named Jairus. He was a ruler in the synagogue. He had a daughter which was 12 years old. One day, the daughter fell sick and was dying. The man quickly ran to meet Jesus Christ while he was walking on the way with some of his disciples and a multitude of people. He met Jesus Christ and knelt before him and pleaded, "Master, please come to my house. My daughter is dying." While Jesus was on his way to his house, a messenger came to him and told Jairus, "Don't disturb the master anymore. Your daughter is dead." When Jesus Christ heard this, he said to Jairus, "Don't be afraid. Just believe. She will be healed." When Jesus arrived at the house of Jairus, he told everyone to go out, and he took only Peter, James, and John, and the child's parents. And the people were outside, crying and sobbing loudly. Jesus Christ told them not to cry. He said to them, "The child is sleeping. She is not dead." They laughed at him because they knew the child was dead. But Jesus walked to where the child was and took her by the hand and said, "My child, get up." Immediately her spirit returned to her, and right away she stood up. Then Jesus told them to give her something to eat. Her parents were so amazed, but Jesus ordered them not to tell anyone what had happened. Jesus brings Lazarus back to life. Jesus had a friend. His name was Lazarus. Lazarus had two sisters, Mary and Martha. They liked him very much. Jesus also liked him. One day, Lazarus became sick. His sisters quickly sent for Jesus. But before Jesus came, Lazarus had died. By the time Jesus got to him, he had been there about 4 days. When Jesus got to the tomb where they laid him, he was sad. The sisters cried, and Jesus sympathized with them. Jesus also wept. Jesus commanded them to take the stone away. Then he prayed to God and gave thanks to God for him for always hearing his prayers. Then immediately Jesus called out Lazarus in a loud voice and said, "Lazarus, come out." And Lazarus was alive again. He came out of the tomb with white clothes all over his body. Jesus heals Peter's mother-in-law. Jesus came into Peter's house. He saw Peter's mother-in-law. She was lying in bed. She had a fever. But Jesus touched her hand, and immediately the fever left her, and she got up and began to wait on him. Jesus healed so many other persons with several sicknesses and diseases. Hope you had fun learning, kids. I will see you in my next lesson. I love you. Bye.